There's humor, there's passion.
Hey, stop judging me, you selfish, hurtful wannabe. Yes, you.
There's anger, there's insight.
She had fallen through the sky and no one saw her.
We have just celebrated the 36th annual COMPAS Anthology of Student Writing.
Heat is a warm hug, but if too tight, it causes disasters.
We brought together over 80 students to read their pieces in person.
Every single time they talk about the earthquake, I tear with a ridiculous amount of fear.
Right here today, we have a chance for hundreds of people to come together to see the power of literature, the power of words in these students' lives.
And I remember how you held me close as tears came down freely on both of our faces.
But her biggest fear was working with the sewing machines. The sewing machines had thread and needles. She didn't mind the thread, but she was afraid of the needles in the machine.
We awaken the creativity in people of all ages.
Just can't wait to get up there and do a reading of my poem.
And remember that when you do walk up to the stage and you get on the mic, you just need to take your time. Don't rush it.
So I try to encourage the performance side of things, which is kind of nerve-wracking.
You got it.
When I open my piano, it's like a plane opening for me to get on it and fly away.
Hunting is seeing everyone look like orange marshmallows as we depart for the stands.
A girl named Hope was coming home from school, thinking what a good day today. But then Hope saw the kissing grandpa and the pinching, hugging grandma.
Friendship is like zero gravity. It makes you float.
I'm from the baby blanket that chased my bad dreams. I'm from the moments when Mama rocked me in the rocking chair and sang me to sleep.
COMPAS writers fan out across the state.
I started writing this story when a COMPAS author came to our class.
We utilized professional high caliber artists to go into those environments, work with people, and help them create original art.
Joyce Sidman came and she taught us about some of the different types of poems she wrote.
I'm a spoken word artist by trade, and since 2003 I've been doing spoken word residencies through COMPAS.
We worked with Frank Santuali when we were doing it. We're all like, we want to be in our shells, but they're like, no, you guys have a voice.
Lots of my students say, I don't know how to write poetry. And I say, do you know how to feel? And we start with, we're going to write from the heart, and then once we have something written from the heart, we'll work backwards from there on turning it into a good piece of poetry.
Somalia, the beautiful, is basically to unfold the beauties of Somalia.
Somalia, Africa is where we all come from. A piece of it lives within all of us. A land as old as time itself. Jagged edges divide the land, yet we all stand together hand in hand.
Frank was a really good, inspiring poet that we got to meet and work with.
I think that inspired me to write a strong piece about how I felt, describing like my emotion.
And I also have some students that I worked with at Roseau School in Roseau, Minnesota, and so I'll be able to see them.
She was really nice. She helped me.
All of us writers want to have our work published, so I think this is a pretty big deal to have a book full of the students writing.
I'm a published author now, so that's pretty cool.
I'm excited that I got picked.
It's shocking that it's in a book and it's going to be there for my whole life.
I'm glad that it's printed in the book, but I'm kind of nervous about reading it.
Most people, this is a nerve-wracking moment. And maybe you're sitting out there going, why did I ever agree to do this? But I tell you, it really feels different when you're coming off that stage, hundreds of people applauding you, and you go, man, I did it.
I'm really excited to read it. I'm really excited to see other people read theirs too.
I think it's cool how there's so many kids who really take pride in their writing.
Blood, sweat, tears, and fellow sisters are crying out, crying for help, crying to be heard, crying for it to stop.
COMPAS is so important for our young people, what they're doing, getting young people to express themselves in the community in a world that is trying to suppress expressions.
This is our 36th year. We feel like it's really an important part of Minnesota's history to give kids a chance to voice their innermost thoughts and what's important to them.
It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
We want to give COMPAS a shout out for giving us the opportunity of getting published and just having us stand on stage and expressing our words without being judged.
COMPAS! Shining above.